Hello everybody, how are we all doing on this fantastic Wednesday? I hope that you've had a delightful week so far, and that you have a little luck to send my way. Just like a little, just a tiny, just an extra bit of luck. If you have any laying around, like check the back of the sofa, check your desk drawer, just a little bit of luck, because we're on Randy Random, Blood and Dust, and everything's going not wrong, but it's not going right either. Like, I would not describe our situation as correct. So let's get into it, shall we? As always, the music you're listening to is Carl Casey at Whitebird Audio. You already knew this, and I am going to now pause that music because RimWorld has its own. Alright, not dead yet, so he claims. So let me make sure I have Switch chat pulled up over there as well. Okay, so here we are. We are in the midst of a volcanic winter, and well, that's one problem we have. The other problem is that we are running out of clothes. We have way too much food now, and we also have ducks. That's a good thing. That's a good thing we have going for us. The bad things are that, well, people are dead and missing, and everyone is sad about that. Yeah, Steven died. Mech is lost. I think, did Hannah? Yeah, Hannah died too, which surprised me, because they carried her off the map, which I thought meant that, well, they survived. But no, apparently they can die if they're taken off the map. I wonder if there's a random chance. Maybe. Hey, Giraffe, welcome in. How has your week been? Cheers to you. The caffeine of choice today is, well, it's tea, actually. Green tea, to be precise. And it is good. None of these are Hannah, right? Actually, no, yeah, it can't. Hannah can't be on the map because it would say Colonist unburied. So Hannah made it off the map, but just died, which sucks. War Crime Wednesday. Well, hopefully no more war crimes occur, because they seem to only happen at us, in our direction, and not the other way round. We do have turrets back up and running, so that is, at the very least, something. We have power for now, so we're still able to grow a little bit. I don't know why these guys decided to gather over there. Oh, is it because I don't have the hitching spot anymore? Do they actually go where the hitching spot is? If so, let's try it. Let's put the hitching spot there. And let's see if, I don't know if they'll move, but the next one that appears, if they gather in this area. So let's see. What are we doing right now? People are chilling. I can't believe you aren't playing Doom the Dark Ages. Look, as much as I would love to play Doom, right? Time is short. And the Doom playthrough is usually measured in the tens of hours, like the 40-hour range. Like Eternal, we didn't even get through all the DLC because honestly the DLC for Eternal wasn't that great. Honestly, they kind of leaned into the gimmickiness of the combat instead of the enjoyable aspects, or the aspects I thought were enjoyable. So we didn't even get through the DLC for Doom Eternal, and that still took us like what, 60 hours? So I don't know if I have a 60-hour playthrough in me right now. Like, I'm mostly focusing on RimWorld and also the video, the Final Fantasy 16 critique. So maybe once we're on the other side of that, then a Dark Ages playthrough can occur, can spontaneously appear. But until then, I don't know. Not a Slayer. I've been called many things, and not a Slayer is in fact one of them. Oh good, another stash. Ooh, a recon helmet. I wonder if this recon helmet will stop the one-shot arrows to the face. Surely a recon helmet could do that. One advanced component, 30 plasteel. So you can't make steel, right? There's no way to create it. You have to buy it. And advanced components you can make, but they're very expensive. And also require plasteel. Okay, everything. It's plasteel all the way down. Alright, good. Yeah, you cannot make it. Work to build. Work to you. This is how hard the material is to work with. Like, if you wanted to make a table out of it, it would take way longer, for example. Okay, maybe a table's a bad example, but you get what I mean. You understand where I'm coming from. Ah, this is deteriorating still. That's an issue. Okay. Then, let's give this like a little shed. Like this. Right? Let's give it a little shed that it can sit in. Let's give it a couple of doors. Do we have wood? Hell no. Limestone it is. Well, steel it is. I want people to be able to get in and out very quickly. Door there, door here. Does that make sense? Yeah, and then we're going to orders mine all of this out. Let's put another one there so the Busto doesn't hear the mortars in the night. Actually, let's continue this all the way down here. Because we have more than one mortar to set up. It's just a hallway of doors. And speaking of, let's continue this to here. And then do the same there. And let's mine the rest of this out as well. Sweet. Let's get a little mortar gallery going. We can have a couple of units, I think. I think that would be ideal, because we do have spare mortars, like, way over here. We've got a spare mortar, we've got a bunch of survival meals, if needed. Everything else is basically garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Keep that garbage. Garbage and garbage. Trash and garbage. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, not really. No, that's about it. Nothing else matters. I am interested in Darkslayer, though, contrary to popular belief, because they made the interesting choice of taking it back to, like, OG Doom. You are very much affixed to the ground, and it's all about moving quickly on a plane rather than in a 3D environment. Because that's what made Eternal so fun, was being able to, like, monkey bar and do all this crazy shit. And that was awesome. But it is going to be interesting to see them make a really slow, not really slow, but really, like, methodical and heavy kind of combat. And I like the sound of that. It's leaving the mortar in a shed. Seems like the kind of disaster you'd see, well, in Doom, actually. Yeah. How much is Bethesda paying you, Laguna? That's really my question. No, I am excited for Doom. I just know that I would not be able to give it the attention it deserves right now. Alright, Busto is already mining because she basically runs this colony now. This is now her colony. Giles lives here. She runs it. But this is space so deployed. Really? That sucks. I hope that's not true. Although I guess probably unpaid overtime is very rampant in the video game space, isn't it? I feel like we should be using the meat first. Although, I mean, it's in a refrigerator. Who cares, right? Yeah, it's frozen. Look at Hammer just running to the other side of the planet to go get survival meals. Look at that shit. Yes. Let's slowly take everything from here and take it home. I love it. Natalia is making stone, which we do need because we keep using it all on defenses and other accoutrements. Let us smooth. Let us smooth. Alright, there we go. Does this have to be smoothed? Yes. Yes, it does. What benefit does this provide? A personal one. Right, we're going to have to think about how we want this to be laid out, right? So basically, the way these seem to work is... give me orders? Yeah. So it's basically... It's like this with a little gunner's seat, right? So we have that. So we can do this here with another little gunner's seat. We can do this here with another little gunner's seat. We can also flip it around, too, so that the gunner's seat is there. And we can have a shelf right there. Yes, that's what we'll do. So we'll put a double shelf right there. Furniture. Limestone. And then this will be only for shells. Only mortar shells, all shells, and nothing but the shells. I'll pay you. I mean, to be fair... Absolutely true. Like, if anyone wanted to pay me to shield Dark Souls. Yes to Dark Souls, but also Doom the Dark Ages? Yes. On a side note that's not related to Doom, I'm done with chemo. Fuck yes. Good on you, Laguna. Hell yeah. That is awesome to hear. Yes. How much will 62 cents and some pocket lint get me? Why do I feel like that's a line from The Simpsons? It probably isn't. Well, it gets you my respect. And it's not the money, it's the lint. Really. But fuck yeah, Laguna, that's awesome to hear. Put that there. They mistook Doom for Dark Souls. Oh no, they saw the review and thought I was talking about them, did they? Ah, shit. Look, Todd. We're good, right? You and me? We're good, right? Todd? Why won't it let me install that there? Oh, because we're roofing! We are roofing! Yes, we do not want to be roofing. This is a shed. In every way but... Well, in only name. It's a shed only in name. I need a zone. I need to remove roof here, and there. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Insert political joke. No, I refuse. I won't. You can't make me. Who do you think I am? SNL? But how do you protect ammo without roof? You shoot. You Han Solo. You shoot first. See, if they are already exploded, that's it. That's the whole plan. But I think it's a good plan. Personally, I think it's a great plan. Some disagree. Alright, we are slowly moving everything from here back home, and I am delighted to see that. So this flak jacket can be taken. That's basically it, right? I mean, do we care about this wood? It's 3 wood. That's a whole trip. In fact, speaking of a whole trip, is Regara doing the trip? Okay, Regara is tripping right now. So here's the plan, Regara. You're not going to like it. Alright, come here. Just walk over here, Regara. Okay, great. You don't need this, this, or this. Or this. Or this. Fantastic. Alright, so. Regara? Go. Run across the desert, Regara. Feel the breath of the desert gods. Yep, he has a meal, so that's good. Go, Ragara. Okay, now that you're here, which is the best gun? It's the shotgun. Alright, equip that. Equip, equip, equip. And then, last but not least, can I force you to wear this, or do you have flak pants on right now? He doesn't. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Perfect, even. Don't worry about the corpse, it's fine. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that you're assigned to... Well, these are all forced, so you're not going to do anything stupid, right? You're just going to haul the steel mortar to stockpile zone 1. Perfect. Run, Ragara, go. Look at that. Now he's moving 6 things at once, instead of just 1. You love to see it. And all it took was for him to run bare naked across the desert. But you know what? It worked. It only took all night, but it worked. Alright, now, drop everything, including the shotgun, because to be honest, you can't aim. It's not your strong suit, okay? Is this one installed yet? No. So we'll install it right there. All right. Limestone shelf. Oh no, he's holding the bolt action. Okay, so good. He's doing what he needs to do. We're slowly bringing every last piece of this fucking disaster home. I am still sad that you couldn't hook the camel up here and just load everything into it. I'm sad that wasn't an option. But, I mean, you know, you take what you can get. What are we going to have Ragara equipped with? Probably just a pistol, right? I think that makes the most sense. Let's have a look-see, actually. So, Natalia, you know which way round the gun goes, so that's a plus. Busto, you need a... Maybe, you know what, Busto, you're getting the machine gun. Ragara, you're not allowed anywhere near anything. Nika, same with you. Hammer. Honestly, same with you. Giles. Okay, good. You get to have a gun. How's that sound? Honest, as scary as this, you get the masterwork bolt action. That's where we are. The gun goes a certain way. I mean, yes, I think it does. I believe it has a direction. Guns, like time, has a direction that it's supposed to move in. Arrow of time, the arrow of gun. So we need explosive shells, huh? Should we start creating that? Can we start creating those? Not there. Alright, let's see. Psychoid brewing. Is it mortars? Is that... Oh. And we have no one researching, right? That's the problem. I mean, everyone's researching, but no one has time. Because everyone's going across the damn world to do anything. Hey, look at you training your plants in a way that doesn't ruin everything. Yes. You love to see it. Okay. One day you will know what a cactus even is. I await that day with bated breath. Is that a fertilized egg? God damn it. There's eggs right here. Take this, put it there. No stack available to merge to. Really? But these are both duck eggs, aren't they? Oh, that's concerning. Eggs are becoming a problem. So here's the plan. Let's add a bill for a simple meal times 4. Can I control click it up to the top? Shift click it up to the top. Control alt click it up to the top. Control shift click it up to the top. All 3. There we go. It's at the top. That must have worked. Alright, so do until you have Next you're going to tell me the pointy end of the stick goes towards the enemy. Ah! But which end of the stick is the pointy one? So let's do... do I want to do it this way? We are overflowing on food, so yeah, I think we need to. Alright, so cook simple meal. Let's make it... Are they stacks of 10? Do they only stack to 10? Well, we should be able to get more than a stack on there, right? Let's go to... How many people we have? We have 6. Let's go to 14, but just for now. And this... Clear everything. Egg. If we have any fertilized eggs, please use them. And yeah, you can use vegetables with them if you want. Actually, we could make fine meals. Is it worth burning through our stockpile? Maybe we do fine meals though, right? Like maybe that's what we do at this point. It would improve everyone's mood, and honestly, everyone's mood has kind of been in the gutter for a bit. Yeah, let's do some fine meals. That's what we'll do. So, go up to the, yeah, up to the top. Up to the top. Do until you have one for everyone. Now, clear everything. You can only do this if we have what can only be described as too many eggs. And too many fertilized eggs. And potatoes and corn and rice. Alright. Oh, this is the X4, huh? Alright, we'll do it until you have 8 then. Go. Natalia, I have a job for you. Natalia. Did you start to that phrase? This has got to be this fucking guy. Look, alright? Look, we prepared, okay? We were ready. We are, yes, we are the ones. You went to your local store. There were no eggs. I did that. Giles did that. This guy, he did that. Now he's in here smoothing this wall. Happy, safe, comfortable in the knowledge that he will never, ever run out of eggs. So I think you mean this fucking guy. This guy right here. Looking more and more like Saw Gerrera by the day. I didn't just finish watching Andor. Dozen is like $8. It's gonna get worse. Gonna get worse. It's ridiculous. Eggs are insane. Eggs are insane. Like it's getting to the point where eggs are getting close to $1 an egg in some places. Like $1 an egg. What do I do with that? Busto, did you just eat a fine meal? Beautiful environment. Gorgeous environment. Amazing textbook. Oh, because he's passionate about it? Oh, that's amazing. I love that. That's so good. Like, oh, this is really interesting. Holy shit. It's like me when I read a physics book. Like a fucking M theory, string theory. I'm gonna figure out my OBX shit this weekend. Yes, do it, man. If you're feeling up to it, you definitely should. Fuck yeah. This looks so much more brutal from your point of view. Oh! Wait, which one? The Unstoppable Fox was 7 Days to Die, where I just couldn't fucking kill you. Or was it Zomboid? Not Zomboid, Valheim, where I may or may not have gotten you killed? One of the two. Both of those look pretty brutal from my point of view. The 7 Days to Die finale, yeah, that was pretty oppressive showing, to be honest. I could just not get a hit. It was ridiculous. Oh, we finished Cycloid Brain, yes. Mortars, now, immediately. I am not getting caught out again. Why are we cleaning this side? Weird. In fact, don't ever do that again. Yeah, we don't have to worry about fires in this economy. We're fine. Don't ever do that again. Like, just, this doesn't exist. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? It doesn't even exist. It's just in your mind, bro. Yeah, so we have stopped planting all exterior corn because of volcanic winter. That doesn't really appear to be doing much right now. It has dropped the air temperature quite considerably, actually. It's 10 degrees outside. Travelers from Ibusha are passing by. They do not have anything to trade. Fair enough. Oh, I will say, I have been cooking with eggs again recently. Went through a phase of having a bunch of other stuff for breakfast, and now I'm back to cooking with eggs and peppers and onions and stuff like that. I got some cool stainless... Regara, Giles, can you guys just get along? Can everyone just get along, please? Why do you hate each other so much? Stop insulting each other and you'll probably get along. But yeah, we got these nice stainless steel pans because a while back, kind of when we moved into our apartment, actually. Yeah, that was never happening. In an alternate reality, maybe. When we moved into our apartment many years ago, we got given a set of pans. Might have been shortly afterwards, but anyway, we were given this set of pans. It was like, I think Emerald Lagasse, so like the celebrity chef guy. Pans, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like anodized stainless steel, that's better than Teflon, right? Better than the red dot, and all that garbage. So let's get some concrete down as well, while I'm talking. So we had those for a while, and yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna do limestone tile. And they worked. They were good enough, you know. They were decent. But they also still, like, flaked and shit. So... Okay, I forgot this was a thing. I'm gonna run an ad now. I don't even... How long is it even for? Hold on. Actually, I have to click off from the game, too. Alright, here we go. It's a black screen anyway. Hold on. How do I even do this? I turned ads off on the channel because I just realized they were a waste of... Like, it's better to not have them at all. How much did I say for? A 30-second ad? Okay. I don't even have a button for that. Let's get a button for that. There we go. Put the button down. You want me to put the hammer down? Alright, 30 seconds. I will see you in 30 seconds. Thank you, Giraffe. I guess. I guess at least this will disable pre-rolls for a little while. Alright, so what are we doing here? Yeah, I was putting all this shit down. I will continue the tale once everyone is back. Oh. It only just started. Glad that button is so effective. Oh wait, no, it's 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Alright, good. That's really delayed, OBS. Jesus. Let's get that going too. Let's just neaten this up. We can put tile there. In fact, we can put it all the way down to there so that it's even. Why not? Alright, I'm going to assume the ad is over. Thank you, Giraffe. Pre-rolls are now disabled for the next 10 minutes, so anyone who comes in, you can thank Giraffe for just being able to see this riveting gameplay of Giles tiling a room full of mortars. Yeah, we need way more limestone. This is going to push us back on our plans of world domination, but also research. It's going to push us back on that too. How are our animals doing? They are eating good. They are eating good in the neighborhood. This wood can sit there until the end of time. Everything in this area has now been retrieved, so that's good. Those barricades can stay there and confuse our enemies. I can live with that. In fact, if the next people set up siege there, I'll know never to go near it and just to bombard them from afar. Yeah, we do need a lot of limestone tiles. In fact, do we even have enough limestone, period? Based on Natalia going into the middle of the desert, the answer is no. Alright, so let's haul some stuff. Pick a die, a D6 or D10. I've never used a D10. I've used a D20 because I play Magic and therefore am a nerd. D6. I know what a D6 does. D10s, who even knows? What does a decahedron do? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm surprised we're able to stick with so much energy. Okay, I do think we are starting to descend into winter. Okay, plants will grow slower, but they won't stop. Okay, well then sow everything then. I thought we were going to go into like such a winter that everything will die. But I mean, if this shit's still going to work, then yeah, like let's sow everything. Sow it all. Do it. The decahedron confuses. Yeah, it's just that's in its nature. It's just to confuse. I'll tell you what confuses me, and what has always confused me. Goats join. Great. Just some goats. More milk, though, actually. Okay. How are we on healthiness? Let's look at animals. They're all pretty good. A 32-year-old dromedary, yeah. Are they, can you saddle them? Well, not saddle, but are they animals you can use to move objects? No, they are not. Pack animal, that's the word. Alright, well, that's Nika's job. Nika is hauling. Good, I did tell you to do that, so that makes sense. Also, actually, speaking of, everyone's on snafu. You're on everyday eats. Don't eat the damn packaged survival meals, whatever you do. Yeah, if you can cook a fine meal, great. If you can't, simple meal. Giraffe?
Oh. Please, God, no, you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them.
I think we're going to hear that 4 times. I didn't think that through when I said that.
Oh. Please, God, no, you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them.
Don't mind that. That's just my attempt at an American accent. It's fine. It's normal. Don't worry about it. It's normal.
Oh.
I had to submit the recording. It's just, don't worry about it. Thank you, Giraffe. That was incredibly kind of you. Thank you. So, Raymond Limange, Sir Hansworth, Chum, and Ducky Ye, you have all just been gifted a sub and a visit by definitely American Alan Rickman. Because Giraffe is such a kind person. So thank you. And it was rolled on a d6, which means it therefore bears an element of luck. And we need all of that we can get, so thanks, Giraffe. I'm glad I didn't pick a d10 then. That's 99% of the things I leave to chance are rolled. So apparently there's I haven't actually read this book, but I've heard about it. There's a book on that called The Dice Man, which is kind of takes that idea to an extreme where someone God, I wish I remembered what the author's name was. It was such an interesting idea when I heard about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool thing to base a book around, actually. It takes that idea to the extreme and decides all of their major life choices based on the roll of a dice. And, you know, obviously what happens. And so, yeah, he becomes known as the Dice Man because he does everything, decides everything with a roll of a dice, which I thought was pretty cool. So you're kind of heading down that road, Giraffe. 3 sets of dice for Christmas. There are some nice ones. Like there's an online artist called Dragons and Beasties, and they make these really cool dragons. I have one on my desk actually, and they're like little dice holders like a dragon sitting there, and their tail curls around at the bottom, and you can put a D20 in it. Hold on. That's the D20 that's in it. And you can hold it there, and it holds your dice. And they look really cool, too. They make some really good designs. Like, the mouse mat I have is from them. Like, my wife found them online, and they're really cool. And so we've gotten a few of their things. Because, yes, dice are cool. Like, there's, anytime I get a new Magic set, I'm always excited to see, like, obviously what the cards are, but also what the dice is. Like, what's my D20 going to look like this time? Like, the other time I got one, had, like, this big spin-down, like, wheel that you can go from 40 to 0 for, like, Commander, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, I wish it was a D40 dice. I want a D40... I want a D40 dice to count my life on. I need it to be the size of my head to be able to make it legible. Black Cat, inserting them, and Patrick Star are amazing. And a metal set that are Bloodspat. Oh, that's cool. Actually, yeah, I remembered seeing a set that was like Lord of the Rings. Like, they had the One Ring in them, and I was like, oh, that'd be a cool dice to have, wouldn't it? I thought there was another set that I saw. I think my wife showed me a set once. God, I wish I could remember it now. And I was like, God, that looks cool. I can't afford that. I shouldn't buy that. I want to, but I can't. But I want to, but I shouldn't. I kind of don't want... Okay, Rodian has joined. He's willing to contribute, but will not leave voluntarily. Okay, I get... Look, you know what? We accept everyone here, Rodian. Who are you? You're 16, quick sleeper. What? Shooting! We did it! We're gonna not die, maybe. Alright, we have a defender. Rodian, you just got here. Get the assault rifle. Cheers to you, Giraffe. Appreciate it. The Patrick Star insert must be pretty funny, actually. The more I think about it, the more sense it makes, you know? Alright, so... Goat 1 is pregnant. Oh, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay. Animals. There's a way to stop this, right? Yes. We have medical beds, technically. The fact that the goat knows to go lay down is frankly adorable. Alright, Rodian, what are you up to? Limestone Chunk, he's already contributing. I love him. He's fantastic. Haven't even set up Hammer's priorities yet. Everyone's just... It's just chaos, really. Everyone everywhere all at once. You can't really handle Rodian, but you know what? You're willing to learn, and I respect that. That's pretty much all you're good at. So you're now a researcher. Congratulations. In fact, you may be the researcher. Like, if I put you down to 3 on those, if you can be researching, maybe do that. Also, Natalia, I want you, once you're done with that, to... So when you say dice set, Giraffe, is it like a whole range of different numbers? Like, because I know you can get like D4s, which are basically a pyramid. Like, I don't even know how you would roll that effectively. But I've seen them, and they are quite interesting. Like, I have a hard enough time rolling a dice, like just a 6-sided dice. 3-sided dice. Like, I don't even know. Can you even represent a 3-sided dice in 3 dimensions? I don't think you can, right? I guess you could. No, you couldn't, because it would immediately become a 4-sided. It would have 2 other sides it could land on, no matter what you do, right? That would, yeah. How would you do that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. I don't think you can. Let's see. You roll a d6 and cut it in half, right? That's what you do. So I need Natalia to equip the bolt action once you're done. And then Rodian can go and equip the assault rifle when she's done. Also, I don't know if we need the, what, like 72-year-old? 82-year-old to be walking around with the fire foam pack? But fuck it. She is, and that's really all that matters. As soon as he's done researching, he can go equip that. Giles, you have a gun. Busto, you need a gun. Okay, no, Busto gets the assault rifle. Yeah. Busto gets the assault rifle. Rodian, you get a... You get Giles's gun. Giles, you get this auto pistol, right? Recurve bow, yeah, you get that auto pistol. The better one. There we go. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. A percentage dice? Really? That's interesting. Percentage? So I assume the main use for those would be D&D, right? Because I imagine... Because I played like Warhammer way back when I was a kid. I tried Warhammer. Just intervals of 10. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I was like, is that a 100-sided die? I thought that was just in Binding of Isaac. D100. But I played Warhammer way back in the day, and there was a lot of dice involved in that. So I imagine D&D is similar. I've played Baldur's Gate 3. My wife and I played it through together. So I assume that's what it's like. Oh yeah. Post it in the Discord. Post it under like, I think there's like an arts and crafts section maybe or something like that. You can post it there for sure. Rodian, he came equipped with a knife. Interesting. Well, I think I'd rather you have an auto pistol, personally. Or maybe a great bow? Yeah, great bow. You get a great bow. I feel like the great bow can be really effective. But maybe that's just Coke talking. It's hard to say. We need a bigger storeroom. This is not going to suit our needs much longer. The question is, where do we even put it? You know, like we're kind of running out of room. We're surrounded by soft sand and then defenses. Like, where does it go? We could just extend out here and lose a bit of the corn. Maybe that's what we do. Is any of this soft? Doesn't look like it. Sand, stony soil. Yeah, because this is soft sand. Right. Okay, so we're good. Terrain affordance is this one? Yeah. I love this here. This is great. I love that. Oh yeah, those are really cool. Actually, yeah, okay, so the metal ones, I didn't even think about that. They're kind of inset a bit, right? Because most dice, like, I mean, hell, the one I have right here is flat, right? And the numbers are etched in. But I like that. The numbers, the whole face is kind of inset a bit. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's very badass. The ones that look like a top, actually, that kind of reminds me of the Assassin's Creed symbol. Yeah, that's cool. Those are really badass. Yeah, those are nice. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't know why little things like that, I find them so interesting. You know, like, dice is one thing. I think that's partly why I liked Warhammer, was, you know, you can do the little things you can do with the minifigs and stuff like that. Sadly, my time with Warhammer was cut short because the people who ran the game store where I grew up were just not very nice. Like, I didn't understand a rules decision they made at one point, and I was like, "Hey, that doesn't make sense to me." And bearing in mind, I was like a kid. I was like 12, maybe 12, maybe younger. I was like, "Hey, I don't understand that. Like, shouldn't this have happened instead?" And the dude just went, "Hand of God." Hand of God, your thing is now dead. Your other thing. Like your commander or general or whatever they call it in that game. And I was like, oh, great. I'll never do this again. But I enjoyed painting the minifigs. That was fun. Like small little things like that. Like, you know, little cool designs on a dice or a little cool design on like a box or something. That I don't know why I enjoy that so much, but I do. Something about it. Alright, break risk with Busto, huh? He is trekking across the desert to get limestone. Or she is, sorry. Divorced by Mech, yeah. It's pretty shitty that happened, and then Mech was lost. Like, Mech disappeared. They would actually be less sad if Mech just died, I think. Haven't actually used them in a session yet. So do you play Warhammer or D&D then? I assume you probably do, if you're interested in dice like that. Because they do look really neat. Been on hiatus for 18 months. D&D, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, a party. Okay. Let's make sure Rodian joins in everybody. Regara, you too. Everyone join. Yeah, that's always been my worry with, like, I mean, hell, even like getting a group for Commander or something like that, you know, like anything that requires 4 different people, or even just, you know, you and your spouse, significant other, and 2 other people to just align schedules and get in a room together to do a thing. It's not easy. Like, that's not easy. It is not easy. To, you know what, Busto? Fair. Eat, be merry. Eat, drink, be merry. It's a party anyway. No one's gonna care. They just call it Thanksgiving. Well, this is Thanksgiving now. Don't worry about it. Him and his brother have had some family stuff going on. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's life, right? Life finds a way. And I imagine it would just be hard to do. So we have a stockpile of limestone blocks now. So that might actually get us through the storeroom. And then we can maybe think about expanding it. I don't think we really need a cooler here anymore. We could move this cooler to the workshop, right? Maybe we should expand the workshop when we expand all of this, actually. Bring it all out to this pillar, right? Like, we could bring everything out to here. We could have another door right there. So wall there. Bring this out. Maybe down here, actually. You know? Expand it all out that way. So then we have more wall going this way. Expand this up and around like that. I think maybe we do that, honestly, because more workshop is more better. Guess on a friend session in a few weeks, playing the role of a pigeon mafiosa. If that's what I think it is, then that's fantastic. I love it already. Why do we not have anyone with the masterwork rifle? Because that should be... Rodian could have that, right? So Natalia has a rifle, Busto has a rifle. Regara has nothing, Nika has nothing. I think you guys should have something. Obviously. I don't want you guys running around defenseless, even though you maybe shouldn't have a gun. Like, you know, there's an argument to be made. Equip that when you wake up. There's no need to wake up for it. Okay, psychic drone, that's bad. It's low, but we have enough going on. This volcanic winter has lasted a week. Here was me thinking it might not take that long, but I think this is now our life. So the plants can still grow. They're still comfortable. It's just they grow slower. Let's get the floor fixed, and then I think we can expand all of this. We might expand the freezer, actually. We can just... do we want all of this down here to be the freezer? We could. We could do that. I don't want to move the cooler because then you lose components if you do that. That's my only worry. Like we have 21, but it's not that many. I do want a slightly bigger freezer. Like, as funny as this icebox is, like, we probably need a little more going on, huh? So, what do we do then? We could just expand it all the way out here. Right? We could just do that. And this is now the fridge. So we have, what, double wall here. Double wall there. I would actually expand this. Actually, isn't this soft sand? That's why we didn't. Oh, no, we still can. Okay, yeah, I would do that then. Double wall all the way around. Make it a little wider here. We can deconstruct this wall at least. Also, we need another floor. We need a limestone tile there that apparently I've only just noticed. Okay, Busto is done with their pigging out, so that's great. That's good to hear. Don't get yourself trapped in there, Giles. Whatever you do. Is anyone else on construction duty? Giles and Busto. I guess I wanted Busto doing other things, huh? They're also sleeping because they were picking out on food, so I guess that's fair. Olsen and the Outpost. Prime Councilor of South Monan. Are they the ones that come at us with all the guns? Purple Pick Pact, 5 tribespeople, 36 goodwill, and whatever camp loot we can obtain. I've never managed to move my goodwill with a hostile faction in any way. I've never managed to do that. So is this the camp loot? Oh, there's just 3 man-hunting Arctic wolves and an unknown threat. We should go get that then, huh? Oh yeah, let's look. What do I need? I need factions, right? South Munan. Yeah, these people are almost certainly the ones that come at us with guns. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Simple machinery, advanced gunpowder weapons. Yeah, these are the people that are the problem. If we can get them on our side, I can live with that. Desperados are obviously going to be a problem forever. Purple Pit Pact, same thing. But if we can become, maybe not friends, but not enemies with South Munen, that could be nice. Okay, let's try it. Let's accept it. Where does that put us? So we have 25 days. We could easily hit this on the way to that, right? Easily. I do want that recon helmet. I mean, hell, we could go there and get this on the way back. 3 wolves is easy enough to deal with. That's something to think about. Who would the team even be, though? I mean, it would be what? Busto, Giles, Rodian. I'd need 4. Who's the 4th? Natalia? It can't be. Hammer? No, it can't be Hammer either. She's 78. Like, okay, now there's an eclipse, so now power's going to be a problem. That's an issue. That's going to kill our daytime production. How long have we got left in the day? We are halfway through the day and we are burning energy. Alright. Just turn this off. Somebody go turn that off right now. You're not going to go flip that switch, are you? Flip the damn switch. They don't need to grow. It won't kill them, will it? No, they just won't grow. Okay, perfect. That should slow the energy drain that we're suffering from. Yeah, let's get the freezer expanded a bit. Yep, keep working from the outside in, not the inside out. That's what we want to see. Let's cancel... well, no, it's too late now. Okay. We'll just see what happens, right? We'll just see what happens. Okay, so this is almost ready. Okay, so It's still not going to be a perfect freezer because it's not going to have the double door situation, right? But that's just not going to happen. We have to just live with that, okay? That's fine. So let's go ahead and put an order in to deconstruct these and put a floor in. And then we can... This cooler in that position is bad, but we can do this, right? That should still give us more room, most likely. I think it should. Okay, thunderstorm. That's going to give us little energy spikes we can take advantage of. Goes from 0 to like 1,000 and then back to 0. Like half a second. It's pretty funny. I'm going to slow down the speed of the game just so the flashing isn't too obnoxious. Oh, we will get really good wind turbine though, so that's good. We can toggle that switch, I think. We're researching. Fantastic. I can't wait to get to mortars and get some shells on these shelves. Really hard to say that, believe it or not. I could put it here, right? So then these two have this shelf, this one has that shelf. Maybe a single shelf is better. No. It's fine. If they have to walk from here to there, that's not the end of the world, is it? Not the worst thing that could happen. Group of dromedaries is passing through. It's quite a small group. What's the eldest in the pack? 29? 29? We got you beat. 32. And there she is. Alright, so we are going to have a baby goat at some point. That's going to be an issue, but what are you going to do? It's staying at -4 in there. Really? A local dromedary went mad and is now going to attack everyone it sees. Wasn't it peacefully passing through a second ago? Alright, Hammer. It's time to work for a living. Actually, the guns might take care of it. Go flip that switch. Regara. Time to work for a living. Busto, you're the only one who can shoot, pretty much. Actually, Rodian, you can shoot. Get over here. I assume it's going to come up this way. Nope, it's going south for some reason. Okay, fine. You got me. Flick the switch, Hammer. Flick the damn switch, Regara. I guess that'll do. Rodian, come here as well. And we'll make sure that switch stays flicked. That flick stays switched. So this is staying -4 in here. Okay, so that's good. That's what we want to see. So let's reinstall this right there. Actually, no, right there. This is a weird freezer, I'll admit. This is less than ideal. Okay, I will be the first to accept that. But you know what? Work with what you've got. And what we've got is a lot of soft sand and not a lot of room. Love to hear that. Fantastic. Everyone go about your day. We have food. Dinner, even. Clear that copy. Grab this guy. Build it there. Yep, I know you put everything on that shelf, Giles, and you did so good. I want you to do it again. That still leaves us with just a solitary shelf, doesn't it? Okay, new plant. This shelf is now unlinked. Clear all. This is now shells. And this shelf is going in here. And this shelf is going away into the nether zone. That is the last thing I wanted you to do, but okay. Alright, link those settings. So it'll link based on that one. Fantastic. Okay, Giraffe. This is an important question I forgot to ask you. What is the name of your pigeon mafia boss? This is a bad fridge. This fridge is bad. And for that, I apologize. Alright, so... door. We might as well get one, right? Right there. Then... that's... this... I guess, are we ready to lose this corn? It's barely grown. Yeah, if we're going to lose it at any point, it might as well be now. Can I shrink this? I can. Alright. Cut it out there. That is right where I did not want to do that. When this is built, we will deconstruct the other door. But only then. Because then what we can do is we can expand this armory out this way. We can have like a proper full armory. That'd be great. This cooler isn't going to be able to stay here. I wonder if it's even needed though. Like if we just put a vent here, we might not actually need it. So maybe we do that. Let's get a... like, I don't know how necessary... because this was used to refrigerate the food. But honestly, we just don't need to. So how about we just remove it when the time comes? Sounds like a plan to me. The single door is still a problem. Could we fix that in any way? If we put the door here... we could... no. Then we'd have to... well, okay, let's think about it. Let's think. We could have it go down that way, and then... door there, gap, door there, into the freezer. Maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe we do that. Maybe we stop being foolish, and we start being smart. For the first time in our wretched existence. Alright, give me the shelf. Cancel it. Cancel that one. You're so very good. Of course, naturally, as you do. Don Corchini. I love it. Don Corchucci. Chucci? Corchucci? I like it. I don't know why I thought there was an N in there originally. Alright, so yeah, I think we reinstall you here. No, here. Is Giles making a tile? He's building a shelf. Is that a single shelf? No. It's a full shelf, just doesn't look like it for some reason. Fair enough. Such is life. So here's how this is going to not work in any way. We're going to move that stuff, we're going to move all the food. We're going to take this zone and move it over there. We're going to go back to this zone, copy, paste, delete. And then what we're going to do is wall this shit in, basically. You guys are already moving stuff over, you'll have to see it, because we now have room. This volcanic winter really is lasting a long time. Alright, shelf is done. We can start moving shelves full of food. Fantastic. Alright, and then we can move the food once all of the tiling is done. It is kind of stupid to have a freezer that is double walled on one side and single walled on the other, but honestly I think this is the right thing to do. Speaking of, we're going to have to delete this cooler and put it somewhere else, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. A lot of important decisions are being made right now. This guy's not going to stay there. That's fine. In fact, let's just move it now. Right there. We are correcting our earlier design choices that were made in haste and frustration. And that's going to take some time. Alright, whoever is really bad at shooting gets the shotgun, right? That's how that works. I think that's how that works. Hammer, congratulations. You've earned a shotgun. Dibs on the war crime gun. Well, technically that would be the psychic insanity lance, and I think Giles has very much claimed that for some reason, which it is a little worrying. Again, like Saw Gerrera vibes intensifying. So, if I want this cooler to go somewhere, where do I want it to go? Could put it right there, because then it could provide some cover. Yeah, that's exactly where it's going to go. Alright, deconstruct this. I think both sides have to be accessible, so we'll have to do that in a minute. Let's get all of this and disallow it for now. To the Canadians in World War II, certain shotguns were not allowed to be used in war because they were considered war crimes. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's interesting. There's a lot of interesting facts about World War II. World War II is a very fascinating period of history purely because of how terrible it was. Ones where you can just hold the trigger and pump it and it fires? Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That really does only have one function, doesn't it? Yeah. Jesus. Alright, let's deconstruct that one as well. This is going to depressurize, but I think that's fine. We're ready with the replacement. Oh, he didn't... Is he going around to the other side to deconstruct it? Okay, fine. You do you, Giles. You do you. God, this takes a lot of materials, doesn't it? Bloody hell. Do it. Do it. Everyone up to random facts about military history and giraffes. It sounds like the best kind, if you ask me. That sounds fantastic. Oh yeah, having all of our storage just on soft sand is probably terrible, right? Like, can we put, like, concrete down here? No? Because it's soft sand? Ah. Yeah, that's an issue. Getting around our base is now a problem. Yeah, look how slow Giles moves. Bloody hell. Spoils in 2 days. Hopefully we don't lose any of the meat. We shouldn't though, it's pretty fresh. Alright, fantastic. Set that to -3. Okay, and now how is this going to work? So, we have power. Ah, power. It should be able to hook up, it's just taking a second, I imagine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so how does this work? So let's plan this out. So we have door here, right? There's the door. Which means this is now a wall. Which means this is all a wall, because that's door number 1. That's door number 2. We could pull this out, actually, and do it out here. Maybe that's what we do. We shrink this down a little bit. Because we could do a door here and a door there. Right? Yeah, that's what we do. We do that. So we remove this plan here. We are going to have to move some stuff around. So let's go ahead, for now, leave it the way it is. Let's allow this. Let's expand this area. Right? Let's do that. Also, cut these plants. They're dead to me. Fun fact, the Marines, US Marines used to pee on the barrels of the machine guns to cool them off during Pacific Island campaign. Bloody hell. How hot were they getting? The 37.6 degrees was cooler than the damn machine gun barrels. Bloody hell. The answer is very fucking hot. Alright. So we're making progress. I mean, research progress is slow, but we are expanding our storage because we're kind of getting up on it, and we are expanding our freezer because food is, well, it's not scarce, but I mean, let's be honest, the volcanic winter is slowing us down quite a bit. This cotton's coming along. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Normally it only takes 1 quadrum, and now it's looking like it's going to be closer to 1.5, maybe even 2. Just because of the light levels. Oh, we should flick this back on. Yeah. I forgot the storm. Yeah, don't clean that sand. Turn that back on. Please. Regara is researching. Yes, thank you. What's Busto doing? Sleeping? Oh yeah, I need to assign recreation as well. Everyone recreation. Rodian, you're a fast sleeper, aren't you? Yeah, you're a fast sleeper. Okay, so what we will do is we'll have you stay up later. And, yeah, we'll have you stay up a bit later because you don't need quite as much sleep. So if you can work into the night with Regara, you and him might become friends. And then Regara will have 1 friend. And that would be good for the Pyromaniac. I think that's good for the Pyromaniac to have a friend. It'll make them think twice before they burn the entire colony to the ground. Maybe. It's hard to say. You can't really tell. You can never tell with Pyromaniacs what they're going to do next. Well, I am glad that we got Psychic Soothe female. Okay, great. Everyone felt like shit for a few days. Now everyone's going to feel great for a few days. It's just like real life. Like, seriously though, I swear, like, you feel like shit for a couple of days, and then for the next few days you're just like, yes, I can do anything. And it's weird. It really is. Why did I put the door there and not here? I'll tell you why. Because I hate myself. That's why. How does one add a quote? So, exclamation mark add quote will, and then you write whatever it was that I actually said, and then it will be added to the archives. There are many quotes in there, mostly from when I was doing the playthrough of Getting Over It. There's a quote from my wife in there. There's a quote, quotes from many games. But yeah, I think do I still have that message that talks about it occasionally? I think I do, right? Or is it not working today? Looks like Mix It Up might not be doing what Mix It Up is supposed to do today. I haven't seen it in chat at all. Yeah, it's not there at all. Interesting. That's good. I guess I'll have to fix that. Try add quote all one word. I think that's what it is. I think that should work. And if it doesn't, I will add it for you. Alright, the mortars are being studied. We have 3 of them. You'd think it would go a little faster, but no. There we go. Yep. There we go. It does still work, so that's good. I wonder why... So I have an automated one that pulls a random quote and kind of says, hey, this is a thing that exists on this channel, by the way. But I guess that's not working right now, which is kind of annoying. I'll have to look into that. Right. Another door. No, that's not a door. It's a wall, and that's not where I want it to be. I've seen it here and there, just not tonight. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was... I thought I'd seen it recently. I wonder why it hasn't happened tonight. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Probably full of error logs right now. So now what we can do is deconstruct all of this, and more importantly, we can reinstall this right there. And this right next to it. So that will give us room for things. Fantastic. Okay, so what we can do now is we can do this right here, this right there. Let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct the door. Door there. Do we not have any limestone left? Where's Natalia? Doing other things. That's fine. You decided to build that wall first, huh, Giles? Great. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright. Build that there. Let's get a steel door going as well. Steel door right there. Alright, so this is technically still refrigerated in much the same way it was, although somebody decided to leave some jade in the door, which is not ideal, to say the least. It is now refrigerated. Alright, so that's good. That's a plus. Giles, do you want to hold that jade so it's not in the door? Awesome. Look at that. And then let's get our floors as well. Let's do this. Let's do this, that, and this. Honestly, this volcanic... I mean, it's a volcanic winter. How good could it be? Not that bad, honestly. It's actually doing okay. It's working out. Where are we unroofed? Hold on. Zone. Why would I remove the roof area from there? Weird. Yeah, that was a weird choice on my part. I don't know why I did that. We need a little more flooring in here, like so. I could have done flagstone, but wow, just I'm a little picky, really. Unfortunately, it's gotta be good. All right, we'll reinstall this right here. This is gonna give us so much more room. Reinstall this right here. We might want to have like tiers actually of stuff. So like down here is where all of the like scrap and stuff goes. Up here is where the clothes and the hats go, because we want to be able to swap into our military gear. Look at that, perfect. We'll have exactly enough for a few more shelves. Hey, look at that! Speak, and you shall find. Who would have thought? It does exist. I must have set that to a long cooldown. Jesus, I think you doing the quote made Mix-It-Up like wake up. I was like, oh yeah. Was I supposed to be doing something? And now here it is, just like magic. All right, so what we can do now though is we can block that up. This will then explode, which is not ideal, but that's, you know, it's life really, isn't it? And wait, you're live? Since when? Twitch hasn't sent me a notification. So are you, like, how do you even know that you're live? So yeah, this double door configuration, to anyone who hasn't seen it before, basically this acts as like an airlock. So any character, any pawn that goes through into the fridge only lets the cold air out of the fridge into this cell, this single cell. And then when they go through this door, it basically means that the air stays pretty consistently cold in your freezer. So if you have issues with like your fridge constantly, if you have a fridge even, with your meat constantly deteriorating, just a little bit here and there, and then like, you know, a month from now, a quadrant from now, whatever you want to call it, suddenly the game's like, hey, that duck meat, buck meat, it's dead. You can't eat it anymore. That's because the freezer just isn't, it's not maintaining its temperature perfectly all the time. So if you have it to set to like -1, and someone walks in there and just through a single door, it'll go up to 1, and then go back down to -1. So it will be defrosted for, like, you know, a minute or two of game time, or however long it takes. And that will slowly kill your meat over time. So having this double door set situation, as dumb as this looks right here, like this is not the way to do it. Don't copy this. But the door space door does work. It works for me. That's how I always do my fridges in this game. And it seems to be pretty consistently functioning. Alright, let's deconstruct that cooler before it explodes. That would be great, because it's probably going to raise the temperature in there. Let's toggle the power as well. Does anyone want to turn this off before everything explodes? Does anyone want to deconstruct this before everything explodes? Just going to put some tiles in, huh? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You have your priorities. I get it. The way temp works in this game is silly. It is a little silly. I think it's a good approximation, though. Like, you know, like, you can't have everything be perfect. I guess this works. It's weird. It's counterintuitive, and yet it is also intuitive, right? Like, it's like you sit there and you look at it and you go, that's dumb. That doesn't make sense. But then you're also like, well, no, I get it. It's like it's weird. It's like half and half, right? But I do agree. It is annoying for sure. Usually use the one entrance into the kitchen, which then has freezer attached in a separate room. Ah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Don't have it be a place that everyone goes into. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we can... I don't think this has to be empty, right? This cell can be open and it will still work. I think that's true. Is this set to -3? It is. Yeah, see how it's like -3, -2 over there on the right hand side? Like over here if you look at the temperature. Oh, let me do this. Like over here if you look at the temperature, it's like -3, -2. You can also we can also do this, right? Yeah. It's ticking from -2 to -3. That's the heat outside ticking this up. So if you have it set to -1 or 0 in your freezer, it will tick up to 1 and then back down to 0. Tick up to 1, back down to 0. And that will just constantly... It basically acts as though it's not really frozen at all, and it will just deteriorate all of your stuff down to 0. And then you'll lose all of your food and everyone will die. And although this game is not called Don't Starve, that is not ideal. Still don't really want to do the starving thing. Alright, I think we can now build a couple of copies here. We can link all of our settings. So these are all linked now. Fantastic. Linking settings is so nice. This is my armory. All of these have armory things in them. I'm going to set these up to be clothes, and then we'll see where to go from there. Like, ah, that's nice, isn't it? You can never have everyone starve. You see, many games have that as an unspoken rule, right? You just don't let everyone starve. Don't do that. At least one person will be able to eat. I'm pretty sure I've had a colony die of starvation. I think I have done it. I have figured out how to do that. Mystery meat. Yeah, the was it mystery meat in Fallout? I think it was, wasn't it? Let's see. If I reinstall this here, I can reinstall this here. And then that can give us a good idea of what we're dealing with, right? I kind of want these things to be somewhere else, but I don't know where. You know? Dare I say it? This colony's looking pretty... I had to say it. Okay. Giant insects are tunneling where? Again? The most expensive room in the... the most expensive room. Every time. Like, this is not the only place that's under Overhead Mountain. There is also this whole section right here. But no. These 2 tiles, these 4 tiles, this is where we shall infest. Right there. Right here, this seems... We could fit an insect army through here. Surely. This? No. But this? Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, game. Whatever. Alright, so how are we going to do this? This is now off limits. So the good thing is we have... Rodian! Get out of there. Get out of there. Run. Run now. Go now. Okay. He just goes to sleep on the floor. It's just like, and... Alright, okay, this is now... Rodian, get off the ground. You sleep here right now, okay? Sorry, let's get that roof thing off the screen. I apologize. Alright, so I take the hit and lose the 2 hydroponics, put walls there. Walls stop them? That's an interesting idea. Well, okay, so the reason we have... we don't care about overhead mountain is not just because I want hydroponics in an enclosed space. I want to train insects. I do. I want an insect militia. So, although I think nobody is good enough now, right? Like, we do not have anyone capable of that shit. Oh, no, wait, no, we have Nika. Never mind. She'll do. Speaking of, melee. Who does it? Natalia. Absolutely not. Busto? Nope. Rodian! Hey, look. Congratulations. You're 16. You'll probably survive. Probably. Also, get on everyday eats. Rodian, equip... Okay, is this... Sorry, we're going to have to take some time to examine, right? Is this better than a full set of armor, right? So, Rodian, I need you to wear armor right now. I also need anyone who can shoot to do it too. So, people like Busto. So, Busto, Giles... and Natalia. Okay, I guess Natalia, you're getting kitted out for war, alright? Armor, armor, and armor. Alright, go. Go do it. Right now. Rodian, stop going to sleep. Giles, stop reading. Busto. You know what? Keep doing that. Yeah, I guess we are losing the hydroponics bay every time this happens, huh? Oh, this is a tiny infestation. This is nothing. Probably because they could only fit one hive in here. Oh, I'm not worried at all then. Is this awful mace probably good? No. No, it's not. We'll give him the spear. Those are Iquas. Where's the spear? Where is the spear? Hey, Rodian, do you want to wear like a whole set of armor? Like, why could I not get these people to wear a full set of armor? Like, I don't understand this. Unhappy nudity. See, like, Rodian is... Okay. So now if I look at you. Your defense is work, combat. Here we go. Does it not say? It doesn't say what the pawn's, like, total defense is? No, it doesn't. Okay. Manipulation. You have a prosthetic arm? That's fucking cool. But also, fuck. You can't really melee, can you? Shotgun. Who has the shotgun? Who has it? Hammer, right? Yeah, hammer. Get a pistol. Okay. Alright, so there's nothing really here to train. So I guess what we'll do. So what is it? What is the defense of a full set of this gear? Is it better than plate armor? That's what I'm trying to determine. Right? Because each of these gives like 45, so 53. Oh, right, yeah, okay. That's not going to help, is it, then? If some of them are 100? What areas does this cover? Torso, neck, left shoulder, left arm. Kind of everywhere, except hands and feet, I guess? And yet this is left ear, right ear, left arm, right shoulder. I don't know if that's in the other one. It probably is. Left shoulder, right shoulder. So it's kind of double. Oh wait, no, that's a cloth button-down shirt. Never mind. Left arm, left shoulder, right arm. Okay, so it's layered. So I think it might actually be better. I think it is. I think it's better. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Rodion is going to walk through that door, and he's going to be supported by Busto, who for some reason isn't wearing armor. Let's do that. And Natalia. Maybe Giles? Yeah, no, Natalia and Busto. I think that makes sense. Let's get Busto kitted out. Rodion can sleep for now. These guys are kind of just chilling. They're vibing. They live here now. If we could get a Spellipede, I'd be happy, but I'm not holding my breath. It's a pretty small infestation, though. It could be worse. Alright, is Busto ready to go? Got the machine gun equipped. I think I'd rather have you with the Masterwork bolt action for now. Alright. Okay. So you've got a bolt action, you've got a bolt action. Let's do this. Why is Rodion always the one that I can't? Nope. Alright, whatever. Busto, you're gonna go there. Rodion, you're gonna go here. Busto, you're gonna go there. And what's gonna happen is Rodion's gonna step forward. And then Natalia is going, or Busto's going to fill the gap. Alright. Let's try this. Immediately, he's got a cut on his leg. How are we having such a hard time? There's not that many of them. You're going to your bed? Good. Do that. How is Rodion... How is Rodion having such a hard time? Can we kill them? There's not that many of them. Good shot, good shot. Good couple of shots. He's down. Alright. Fantastic. Busto, you're kind of a beast. You can go and take out a single Mega Scarab, right? I think maybe. Alright, let's look at these guys. No immediate danger, no immediate danger. Permanent gunshot injury in the brain. Alright, so this guy is a dead. The Spellipede we might be able to save. So let's get a zone going here. Not a zone, furniture, a sleeping spot right there. Nobody should go there except the Spellipede. This guy is a dad? I mean, maybe. For all we know. Who are we to judge? Go and melee attack the Scarab to death. Rodion, go get healed. Busto, you can do this, right? Okay, good. That's what I thought. Busto, go get healed. In fact, fire at that. Good. Alright. Good shot. And then actually go ahead and kill that as well. Melee it. Let's not break our damn hydroponics systems more than we already have, alright? Let's get everyone the mood boost. Okay, now here's what's gonna happen. Nika. I kind of need you to be in full armor for a little while. Why? Well, don't ask. Just don't ask. It's fine. It's just probably a good idea for you to be in armor. For a reason that we haven't really covered yet. Are you tending to Rodion at all? Like, he's in a bad way. Yeah, everyone's happy. Alright, so. Not the potato plant, Busto. I was like, why can't I do anything? Grab this spellipede. Move them in here. Alright. Let's make sure we put a medical one underneath you. Now, who are our other doctors? It can't just be Natalia, can it? It really is, isn't it? Yeah, oh wow, it really is. Okay, well that's less than ideal. How's Rodion doing? He's great! Fantastic. Good job, Rodion, you survived your first attack. In fact, let's get you out of that armor now, now that you're done. Oh, thanks for the posture check, Giraffe. I was kind of slumping a little bit. How'd you know? Alright, so you have a Psychic Insanity Lance, Nika. Hopefully you won't be needing that. Would you like to wear some real armor? How's that for an idea? Now, Natalia. Tend to spellipede without medicine. Right? It's in no immediate danger. It's not got any kind of, like, bleeding issues. Natalia will be able to probably kill it anyway. Off to bed, have a good night. Hold on, let's make sure Natalia doesn't kill it. Okay, she's not going to. Giraffe, have a good night, my friend. Thank you again for the gift subs as well. You are far too generous, so thank you for that. I hope you have a fantastic night. Enjoy your sleep. Enjoy your dice. And I will see you later, my friend. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Tend. Yeah, tend it quickly, actually. No. You know what? Never mind. Tend it normally. Don't use that. What the fuck? Do not fire at will. That's what we need to do. We need to turn that off. How's Busto? Why are you not in the... Oh. Yeah, go to the ER, man. Stop bleeding out in your room. It's in extreme pain. It's in no immediate danger. If we can just tend all of the wounds that are problematic. Alright, Natalia. Haul that medicine out of here. Away you go. Alright. Busto is in the ER. Good. No. Tend to Busto. Don't need any infections now, do we? Why is Natalia so slow? Oh, because of the dementia. I forgot about that. Jesus, yeah, that's just really slowing her down. We need someone else who's good at doctoring. That's going to be a problem pretty soon. Well, it ain't Giles, somehow, even though he treated a lot of his own wounds. Busto will never do it. Literally nobody knows what medicine is, except Hilda. Hilda, you're also age 78. Okay, great. Anyone else? No. No one else? Giles, congratulations, you're a doctor again. How do you feel? This can only go well. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, so this guy is in pain due to shock. Or in shock due to pain. Downed, cannot crawl. Let's try to tame him. It only needs like a taming level of what? Like 6? No, that's not it. I will get an insect on this colony. I will. Wildness 30%. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what determines it. Nika, are you able to train this yet? Animal doubt. No, okay. That's fine. Let's get this insect jelly out of here. Let's make a new hydroponics basin. Do we want to... Actually, no. I like that the infestation comes in here because it seems to be really small when it comes in here. You know? And actually, we don't lose any material. We get all 100 steel and 1 component back. So maybe lossless? Maybe? Hard to say. Animals are eating food. Love to see that. Alright, so this is looking good. What do we need now? We need more in the way of storage. We need this there. Do we want like a double thing down the center? I think we do. Like there and there, right? Put that there, put that. Could do some switching around too, actually. You only store shells. We could just do a single thing of shells. Because do we need a double? I don't think we do. Clear that. Priority low. Let's reinstall it right there. Unlink that one. Clear it. Reinstall it. Right there. Actually, that's the perfect place for it, yeah. And then I will take these, and I will link these two. Why can I not link? You must select 2 or more buildings to link that. Oh, this is a blueprint. Okay. Let's wait for them to install it then. How's that? We could just put it against the wall. No, I want that shelf to be down here, actually. Select the shelf. Put it right there. And that can go right there, and I think that works pretty well. Yeah. Right next to this one, basically right next to that one. This guy is right next to that one. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want to see. What just died? The iguana went in there and killed it. The iguana killed an insect. Okay. Actually, it's not dead yet. It's not dead yet. Animals. This is not something I thought was going to be a problem. I need to... How? How is this happening? Clear allowed area. Out of the kitchen. You're not allowed in this room anymore. Leave. Leave. How are you? You're not dead? Okay, good. Go get healed. Jesus. Alright, we have a solar flare. That's less than ideal, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna complain, that's what you're gonna do. Bloody solar flares. Alright, how's the spellipede? Not dying. Good, good. Love to see that. Is the spellipede going to die of malnutrition? That's my concern next. That's my next concern. Hey, she actually tried to tame it. Okay, so no, it's not going to. It's just been downed again because of the lizard. Somehow. I assume the lizard went off to here to be healed. That's where it's going. Yep. Another iguana self-tamed. Alright, we now have 2 female iguanas. Love to see that. A sign, before anything happens, animals out of the kitchen. Has a scratch, a crush from a human fist and a scratch from an iguana claw. Whose human fist was that actually? Hold on, was that... That was Natalia. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe Nika went and tried to tame it. Spellipede attempted to use her head claw to slice Nika but stumbled. Yeah. So Nika got stabbed actually. But she's doing fine. That's why we have the that's why we have her in full armor. Although Busto, you don't need to be in full armor. You can now be back to normal, I think. We want to do that real quick. Some of these plants may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Hey, Rodian, do you want to clean the workshop? Because that will improve your researching. Although the fact we have any research going on right now is a miracle, really. Alright, let's link all of these buildings before random shit gets put places it's not supposed to go. Link settings. Fantastic. So now if I click here, all of these have the same settings. Love to see it. Solar flare is done. None of my plants died. This is potatoes. Nope. There it is now. Hammer. Stop. Restart. There you go. This is heal root. Yeah, we like that. We want to have a slow and steady thing of heal root in here. I think that makes sense. Only person who should go in here is Nika, although there is now blood to clean up, so that's a concern. I guess we'll just see what happens, won't we? This animal is no longer downed, it's just sleeping. So that's something. Nika, you will not react when you are attacked, that's good. We don't want you to accidentally one-shot this injured Spellipede. That would suck. I need to figure out a better place for all of these beds and like cloth, camel hide bedrolls and stuff. Should I just put them out here? Like they don't deteriorate, do they? I don't think they do. Buildings, furniture. Any furniture that's not installed can just go on the floor out here, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. And with that in mind, I will go ahead and... Well... Yeah, let's just do that. Buildings. Furniture. If it's a piece of furniture, it can sit here. If this needs a roof over it, I will make that, I guess. But I can't imagine it does. It's not deteriorating. Not deteriorating. Not deteriorating. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just get that out of the way. There's no reason to have it in here at all. Also, insect meat. I guess we are out of room in here, huh? Oh, let's build another couple then. I don't think we need to leave the space in front of the cooler open. I think it will be fine if I move this here. I think it will still cool the room. I sure hope so, because I'm doing it anyway. I want to build copy, 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 copy. And let's link all of these buildings. Link settings for all of them. Awesome. Let's expand the freezer storage a little more. Yep, there was just not enough room. Alright, that makes sense. So what does this store? What's the storage priority on this? Important, and this is critical. Okay, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Any overflow we want to store here. Actually, we have burnt through food quite fast. All of the corn is gone. We have a lot of meat, though. But all of the corn is gone. We've used up all of the fertilized eggs and regular eggs, actually. So that's good. How much hay do we have left? 500? Natalia, you are 82! Why are you fighting with people? You're the doctor. Alright, Giles, you get ready. You have a job to do pretty soon. We did it! Spellipede won! Spellipede won! Sanctuary! We did it! Alright, well, these two idiots are going to go... Natalia, you know what? Yeah, you can self-tend. That's honestly fine. We have a Spellipede. They have a Spellipede. So their trainability is advanced. I will not make them attack, but I will train them to attack. Actually, no. Is having them attack good? I feel like they're too weak to attack. I will have them rescue and haul and guard, because then they can follow Nika around when they eventually bond with them. Nika, you can now... normal. Yeah, advanced trainability on these guys is awesome. They also move pretty quick when they are not wounded. So I imagine Spellipede 1 is going to go And... Jesus, that sounded close. Spellipede 1 is going to go and get healed, I imagine. How is Natalia doing? I imagine you're quite well done. Yeah, you're good. Giles is tending to Regara. Regara, you have the best quality... He knows that a band-aid may be a company. Oh, God. Right there, huh? Lancer and a would be Lancers, wouldn't it? I have no melee people around. That's going to be a tricky one. Psychic Droner. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one for sure. What are we going to do about that? Alright, Giles knows the Band-Aids is a company that may exist. Don't worry, he's doing his best. This is his best. Like, I'm not kidding. This is the best he can do. But seriously, we need someone who can tend to wounds, and Regara, right now, you're a guinea pig-shaped human. There's a fire. Really? Alright, that's gonna we're gonna deal with that, yeah? We're dealing with that? Is it really just only striking where we have plants? Of course, Regara's just peacefully sleeping, like... Is that a problem? Alright, is it going to strike anything else I care about? Like all of my animals or one of my colonists? Like... Or are we okay? Okay, now Spellipede is fully tended, so it should heal good enough. Also, please tell me we didn't use, like, good medicine on him. We didn't. Good. Hey, we trained guard, even though he's laying on the ground on this side. Impressive. Guana 2 is fully healed after it started spat with the Spellipede. So this room came in handy. We were able to use it as the Spellipede training room. So I think I will leave this. Because if we can get a Mega Spider, or another Spellipede, like, I just want an insect army. That's what I want. I want an army of insects. I love that you can train them. It is so stupid. It's stupid to do, and that's why I want to do it. I think the lightning problems are over, dare I say. Learning mortars. Actually, I think mortars might be how we deal with this. We shoot mortars at them. We try to pick them off from afar, because those lances terrify me. Or we get 2 melees, of which we have 0, right? Is Giles melee? No. Also, he's missing all of his middle digits. Natalia, you're 82. So I guess Busto and Rodian. And then we just surround them by people with guns and hope that that works. Sounds like a terrible idea. Or, and this is an alternative, Trader appears and deals with it for us. But for right now, a low psychic drone we can live with. We can live with that. Busto's still sad for 5 more days. But honestly, their mood is pretty high, actually. It's just taking a while to tick back up. They're doing okay. They're doing alright. Natalia, she has dementia. Maybe that's why she started a fight. Oh, you spawned in the wrong corner, guys. But that'll do. Social. Is Giles's mustache still the most social thing in this colony? Kind of. Ah, Natalia's wandering around because of confusion. We knew this was going to happen. This is going to become a common thing here. Hilda Hammer Harrell. That's an amazing name. I'm going to need you to trade with Elsie. So Natalia is now wandering around in a confused daze because of the dementia. That's going to happen more as time goes on, unfortunately, and there's not much we can do about it. We have a lot of medicine, and we would like to keep that. Incendiary shells. Oh, they don't have any books. Those are our books. We can get rid of the knives and the iquas and the mace, because they all suck. We can get rid of the other knife. We can get rid of the other iqua. Keep the spear. We like that. Steel mace normal. No, I would just make my own, honestly. Maybe we should do that. Sniper rifle? We do not have enough money. Can't believe that assault rifle is only worth 60. Jesus, they are ripping me off. Gold flak helmet? That's got to be terrible. What does that even do? It's worth 6,000. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, difficulty level has a huge impact on what everything's worth. Okay. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it does. Well, actually no. Item sell price multiplier has the biggest impact. Difficulty is actually pretty minimal. Alright, I was reading that wrong. Nothing we really want here. We could sell some of our extra survival meals, but I don't think we need to. We could sell the insect jelly. That's a good chunk of change. Maybe we do that. Let's do that. We could sell our smoke leaf joints, but honestly, with the psychic ship, we probably need them. Iquas I don't think are going to be good against... Yeah, I'd rather make a second spear. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Recurve bow, great bow, we keep those. Do we keep recurve bow? No, I think we don't. I think we're past that. Great bow we do, because of the range, but I don't think we keep the rest. We have a good auto pistol, we should have that equipped on someone. Frag grenades we don't have anymore, thankfully. Steel plate armor is not that great. We can make helmets ourselves. I think that's good. I'll take 300 bucks. Fantastic. Where did that money go? What? Oh, it must have just already been picked up. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, they were walking through the house and it just got dropped in the house. That's fantastic. Well, that is going to have to be that for now. We have a Spellipede. Actually, we need to give them a place of pride next to Nika. Spellipede, you sleep right there. Set owner. Spellipede 1. Where is Spellipede 1 anyway? Probably sleeping in the barn? Oh, still healing. Right. Rodian is taming Spellipede 1. Interesting. You can tame? I guess you have a minor passion in it, so yeah, why not? Why not? Giles is... Wiles is... We have a Spellopede. Spellipede. No, hold on. There we go. Yeah, we did it. We have a Spellipede. Done.